Welcome to UC Today. My name's David Dungay. Today I'm joined by Madhu from Tata Communications, EVP of Collaboration and Connected Solutions. Welcome to the show, Madhu. How are you?
Very good. Excellent. How about you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. So today we're going to be talking about lots of things, especially around employee experience and how businesses can keep their data private and keep that data secure. But before we get into this conversation, should we do a bit of an introduction? For those who are not familiar with Tata and yourself, Madhu, maybe you can give us a bit of an intro as to what Tata do and your role there.
Okay, first let me just touch upon your first part of the question. What Tata do in the space of collaboration area? As you would know, Tata Communications is a major player in the digital ecosystem enabler that powers the biggest of the biggest enterprises. In fact, I would say that 300 of the top 500 Fortune 500 enterprises across the globe is powered by Tata Communications in the space of collaboration, where it is helping those enterprises in their digital transformation journey around productivity enhancement or efficiency improvement or the experience of the employees of those enterprises, and building the ease of how they can navigate from current state into the digitally transformed enterprises. That's where Tata Communications focus around through collaboration platforms, how Tata Communications can bring in those experiences. Coming to your the second part of the question, that what do I do? My name is Mysore Madhusudan. Can call me Madhu. That's easier. Based in India, I have the responsibility for heading the space of collaboration and connected solutions. So today, I think our focus will be more around collaboration, experiences, digitization, how as a part of Tata Communication being at the crux of digital ecosystem enabler, we are driving the space in collaboration. Thank you.
Great. So, well, let's get into those that experience question. We've spent a long time on the platform talking about customer experience. In the last few years, employee experience has really come to the fore. We've seen, it was called the Great Resignation in the States, but other territories as well have experienced this big movement in job roles, and employee experience has really become an important part of how businesses attract and retain their staff. Madhu, what have you seen around this employee experience space and how it's developed over the last 2 years, particularly around this hybrid sort of working environment we all find ourselves in?
It's a known question. At the same time, it is a very important question. So as we know that life has never been same pre-pandemic versus post-pandemic. And if you see that last couple of years, I think there is quite a lot of people who have been coming back into the office. But having said that, at the same time, the life is not same. There is always a component of hybrid behavior in employees. Be it part of the people working in office, part of the people ability to at least enable them or have the flexibility to be working remotely. And even if those who are coming into the office, how many of us are having our desk phone or hand phone? Everybody would like to have that cloud-based collaboration communication system to be there to converse among themselves and then outside. So that's where the transformation of the whole employee communication in the context of being a hybrid behavior, be it physically being in office or outside office, or even despite being in office, how do you converse with each other? That's where I would say the whole spectrum of UCAS, if I were to put it, unified collaboration as a space, it is changing post-COVID scenarios. Employees are definitely demanding a different experience in the context of what we have seen. And hence, being our ability to transform them in the context of the experience, what they have been seeing, it is definitely different from what we were earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm really interested in getting to the crux of what Tata have been doing in this space, particularly, you've, with GlobalRapide and JamVee and what's been going on there, and why should businesses really come to Tata to enhance this sort of element of their business?
Absolutely, David. In fact, when I said about to your previous comment or questions about the hybrid behavior, it is equally important that how easy to navigate ourselves as an enterprise to what was earlier versus what it is today. And based on our being hybrid behavior, how does, whether it is a in-office behavior or office or virtual collaboration, how does it work? That's where, in fact, we deliberated quite a bit around it in the space of collaboration, where that's where our the platform called GlobalRapide came into the picture, which is what we launched about a couple of years back, which focuses on one. Even this launches, before even I go into what the GlobalRapide itself means, this was at the strength and at the foundation of what Tata Communications can bring in. At the foundation is the one where that we are the biggest or the strongest leaders in how the voice is carried, how the voice is consumed, how the voice is being used. In that context, if you see that being our strength of being globally present, being regulatorily having our capability to serve those markets through our SIP ranking or the value-added services or the PSTN capabilities, well, at the back of this biggest strength, we just looked at the various collaboration platforms which are there. In fact, we chose on one of them being Microsoft Teams has been one of the platforms, Cisco WebEx being another platform, with our recently launched JamVee, which is basically that cloud calling application. And when you look at this, our ability to build our voice capability into the various cloud platforms with the likes of Zooms or your the contact center platforms, when you look at the foundation and the which are there, we built the managed services end-to-end visibility layer, which looks at how do you design your collaboration ecosystem, how do you define your collaboration ecosystem, how do you assess the infrastructure what you have, and hence what kind of platforms which you are able to bring it. And then again, all of this coming across end-to-end, starting from an end device, going into the base voice network, which you can think of. When you look at the holistic view of this, starting from assess to design to deliver to operate to build an insightful layer of the various transactions that are happening, that's what is my GlobalRapide platform.
Yeah, it's another element that we're seeing come to the fore with this hybrid sort of workplace we find ourselves in is, of course, data, security and privacy. In fact, it's been in the headlines this week with another big vendor. But how does Tata approach this and ensure security and data privacy when using all these cloud-based tools that we find ourselves using on a day-to-day basis? What are you doing on that front?
As you know, David, we come from a telco background, though we have transformed ourselves into we call ourselves a Comtech player, communication technology player. So being originated from a telco ourselves, we know the criticality and the importance of the fraudulent transactions that may happen in any of the channels of communication that may happen. And hence, what kind of advanced security measures that is expected to be taken, which is where the likes of your ISO audits, which we go through, or the SOC 2 audits, which we do. And we also engage with our external consultants to come and do that vulnerability assessment test, your penetration test. That becomes my almost habit for any of the network element that gets in any of the platforms that gets included in any of the end devices that comes into it. When you look at that holistic end-to-end communication, starting from an end A into end B, that is a holistically tested, and then this gets audited every now and then to meet the standards itself. Number two, so that any communication that happens in the collaboration space, what Tata Communication provides, one, it is secured. Number two, it is monitored. And then we are able to address then and there itself, if at all any surprises were to be coming in as such.
Yeah. And it's the importance of partnerships and collaborations in this space cannot be understated as well. What's on the horizon for Tata Communications on the partnerships front? I know you're always looking to enhance your offering. What's going on that side?
If you see that we just don't limit for a particular partner, because as I said, I have a much more horizontal orchestrator called GlobalRapide, which is where we keep on adding or innovating our ability to build connectors in addition to what we already have. Because the collaboration space itself is getting innovated so much, we continue to work with the industry leaders, test, and then do the various use cases being utilized across various partnerships and the alliances which we would be bringing in. Only one critical and the specific aspect which I would look at it is that at the end of the day, what is the kind of experience which an enterprise or an employee in that enterprise looks at it, irrespective of the various platforms of the consumption, through which I am able to give one single window of experience, irrespective of which geography you are, irrespective of which services which you have been consuming, irrespective of how many of such kind of cloud platforms which you are using, because the world is so much that you may have multiples of such platforms which are there. So I would look at it, and then we will keep augmenting our connectors into those cloud platforms so that I'm able to keep at pace with the kind of enterprise's requirement itself that's in the offering.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like you've got lots of exciting things going on over at Tata. Madhu, it's been really great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing some of your insights.
Hey, thanks a lot. Wonderful seeing you, David, actually. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.
And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, on UC Today. If you liked today's conversation, please give us a like and a share on social media. That's it from me. See you next time.